About a century ago, the wolves were almost extinct in Europe. Their population recovered in the last 40 years when they were given protected status. But the European Union is now set to downgrade that status in a move that pits environmentalists against the agriculture sector. Eu-decoded tells the story this week.
Wolves are now present in almost all EU countries, with numbers having increased from 11,000 in 2012 to over 20,000 last year. Italy, Bulgaria, Romania and Spain all have populations of over 2,000. Farmers in a few countries called for a review of the wolf conservation status, and in late 2022, the European Parliament called for their strictly protected status to be downgraded. The European Commission subsequently proposed such a change, a move that has now been endorsed by European governments, paving the way for a change to EU law.
Ahead of its proposal, the Commission gathered data and surveyed public opinion. 70% of the respondents said they were against reducing the protected status of wolves. We asked people in Madrid for their opinion.
Si eliminamos una serie de depredadores, los depredados crecerán en exceso. Entonces, pues aquí se va a producir un desequilibrio.
No se pueden permitir sobrepoblaciones. Y es así, y hay que controlarlo. Les guste a los animalistas o no les guste.
A mí me parece mal que hayan reducido la protección del lobo porque el lobo es un símbolo muy español y yo creo que hará su labor dentro de lo que es el ecosistema.
Es un equilibrio entre el lobo y los animales, que ahí hay mucho problema, es que los lobos se han comido muchas, y en Extremadura, por ejemplo, ha bajado mucho los cabreros.
Robert Hutchison covered this very heated debate for Euronews. The EU gathers data on the wolves every 6 years and more is expected in 2026. Why didn't the Commission wait until there before acting?
In 2022, the wolf became a sort of hot political potato. First of all, we had farmers and hunting lobbies complaining that they needed the right to shoot wolves because the population was becoming too big and animals were being attacked more and more frequently. At the same time, the European People's Party, the centre-right group in the European Parliament, got on board and started backing, calls for an easing of protection. And towards the end of the year, they managed to push through a resolution in the European Parliament calling for the protection status to be downgraded from strictly protected to protected.
But it was also the very famous episode with Ursula von der Leyen's pony. Did that contribute?
Ursula von der Leyen is a famous lover of horses, and her family estate in northern Germany suffered a wolf attack, and a 30-year-old pony was killed in that attack. It got a lot of media coverage, obviously, especially in Germany.
The farmers' associations welcome the proposal, they are quite happy with it, but environmentalists and scientists say that there could be very serious repercussions. Why is that?
Now they can be hunted, or they will be once the change has gone through. And that, of course, is what farming and hunting lobbies wanted. They say it's necessary. Environmental groups, on the other hand, are concerned now that there may be overhunting, and the growth in population we've seen since the Berne Convention came into effect might now be reversed, and we'll start losing wolf populations across Europe.
And can this decision still be reversed?
Well, it can be reversed because under the rules of the Berne Convention, now they have they have 3 months to object to the outcome of the vote, and that could reverse the vote. But that seems unlikely because only 6 countries actually voted against this change, 6 out of 50.
According to EU data, wolves kill about 65,500 head of livestock annually. The majority, some 73%, are sheep and goats. These represent deaths of just 0.065% of that livestock.
For WWF, this was really a politically motivated decision because actually in 2022, 2 years ago, Also, Switzerland made a proposal to the Berne Convention Standing Committee to lower the protection status of wolves. And at that time, the EU was clearly saying that this was not grounded on any scientific evidence or conservation reasons.
No, I think actually it's based on scientific data, on the fact that the population of wolves in Europe, in the European Union and overall in Europe recovered. Once the directive was introduced in 1992, the wolf was practically extinguished in Europe, in the European Union, and today we have more than 25,000 animals.
If you want to protect your livestock from wolf depredation, which is the main argument used by the Commission to come with a proposal, the only effective way to avoid this is to invest in protection measures like electric fencing, shepherding, lifeguarding dogs, etc.
Flexible management means that the member state has the possibility to look how many animals are there and how many animals you want to have, clearly not endangering the species as such. This clearly means that some of the wolves you need to kill, some of these wolves you need to be very open on this.
The EU was very much a driving force behind the adoption of the global biodiversity framework in Montreal. And this is giving a very bad signal because we ask other regions in the world to live together with elephants, with tigers, with lions, but we are not ourselves ready to live together with wolves.
No, I think not at all. As I said, I see this from my place at home. I'm coming from the middle of the mountains of the Alps. I would rather say that the wolf is becoming more and more a threat for biodiversity because we are losing classical mountain pastures, which are biodiversity, also them. So I think we need a balance.
There has been no reports of wolves attacking humans in Europe for the last 50 years. However, peaceful coexistence remains a challenge outside conservation reserves, such as this one in Limburg in Belgium. Whether the measure will help to create more harmony between man and beast remains to be seen.